technology. Now, last September, we helped people wave goodbye to blurry pictures and say hello to optical image stabilization with the Nokia Lumia 920. We did this with a lens that floats on coils that actively compensate for the natural movement of your hands while you're taking a picture. Those steady the image, allowing you to capture more light, far more light than competitor smartphones, and the end result is you get clearer, brighter pictures. Now, many people have been asking since we launched the 920, could we combine our floating lens technology with a giant 41 megapixel sensor? Can we do it? And it turns out that required some really, really clever engineering. And I'm proud to say we have some really clever engineers who, as you can tell from the smiles, really enjoy doing exactly this type of thing. What did they do? They actually completely redesigned the optical image stabilization, now using a series of ball bearings around the housing and very small magnetically driven motors to automatically compensate for the movement of the hands. If you lightly wobble the phone, if you actually listen to it, you can hear that in action. It's just amazing. The result of all of this, blur-free, super high-detailed photos, day or night. Now, this is a picture that I captured. I was in a small motorboat in Helsinki Harbor, chopping through the water, so moving at a fair clip, everything shaking, including my hands, taking a picture of a sailing ship that also was moving itself. Look at how crisp that is. Now, this same stabilization technology we've also brought to video. So let's put up a video that I took on the same trip. And what you're going to see here, again, I'm in a moving boat through the waves, taking an image of a sailing ship, but notice how the whole image is incredibly stable and blur-free. Amazing implications of having stabilization with a very high format sensor. Now, another advance to support the taking of really clear pictures includes the addition of a xenon flash here on the Lumia 1020. Take a look at these pictures I took with 3 different smartphones. I did it in these lighting conditions in the back corner of the room about 12 hours ago in this room. First, I took a picture of Juha and Christina jumping using a Samsung Galaxy S4 automatic settings flash. I thought, that's not so good. So now let's try, well, I know it's a cool device, but let's try it nonetheless, the iPhone 5. There's the image. Now, Lumia 1020 with a super fast xenon flash can freeze the motion. Take a look. You see that? Isn't that amazing? Finally, you can actually use your flash. Now, apologies to Juha. He's looking kind of spaced out there. It was a late night last night getting ready. But anyways, beautiful pictures all the time, day or night. Now, people also say that they want to take pictures that get closer than ever before. So, with this device, we have reinvented zoom, completely reinvented the concept. With the Lumia 1020, it's easy for you to zoom into details that you cannot even see with your own eyes. We've done this through a number of developments. The same great sensor and oversampling technology that creates all of those clear pictures that I described to you and we saw also enables you to zoom into details with higher quality. So check this out. This image, even after you take the image, zoom in, same image, you can read it. Amazing level of detail. Amazing what you can accomplish with that. Here's another example. We sent a couple of engineers up in a helicopter over Manhattan. You can see that this is Columbus Circle. From the same position, let's look a little bit closer. Same image, same position, same device, that level of zooming. One final picture I love to show, again taken from that boat I was in Helsinki Harbor. I thought this was a really cool image because what you can see is sort of a mix of the water, the industrial edge of Helsinki Harbor, including a large power station in the background, as well as some quite modern, classic Scandinavian design buildings, this blue building that you see here. Now on the blue building, you'll notice there's a little thing, oblong shape, sitting up on top. I can just zoom in with my Lumia 1020, and prove to you that I was in Finland. That is the sauna. 3 workers, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, coming out from the sauna. And to all of my friends in Finland, these 3 gentlemen will live in infamy because they were looking down there. What's that guy in the boat doing? Now they know. We've also included Zeiss wide-angle optics. The Lumia 1020 has 6 lenses, the most seen in a smartphone, and our most advanced design ever. The 6 lenses give you crystal clear images with no loss of sharpness or quality when taking pictures with zoom. This picture, that portion of the picture, turns into this with that level of sharpness. But what I have found truly mind-blowing, and what really reinvents zoom, is something that goes beyond the great hardware, beyond the amazing sensor and optics and lenses and all of that. It's actually the new experience we're delivering on the Lumia 1020, the way you now will create, shoot, and share photos. Christina and Juha, let's share some of that experience.
Thank you. Okay, first let me take a photo of Stephen. And
I'm sure you zoom in.
Yeah, I will zoom in a little bit.
This is the moment.
Maybe it's appropriate.
Live demo.
This is live demo, yes. And here we go. Okay.
Not bad.
Now we have this really nice photo, but actually the camera captures much more. And the exciting thing is that I can zoom out after taking the photo to reveal more.
Same image, you took the image, now
Yes.
you're zooming out.
Yes. So I can zoom out.
So it's capturing so much more around what you originally zoomed in on.
And I can also zoom in.
Somewhere else.
Yes, to tell a different story. I can even see this secret reminder from Christina to do the memo die. So,
he forgot it during the demo earlier.
Yeah, so it was good that I had that reminder. So maybe this is the story I want to remember. But actually, you can do this as many times as you want without losing any quality or distracting the original image. So maybe this is the memory I keep from this moment.
Very good. Thank you. The whole point and the beauty of the Lumia 1020 is the ability to shoot first without any worry. And then you can go back and frame and reframe and reshift the image and tell new stories. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can do any of these things. So I can go back at a later date and create a new story from the same image. You can discover and rediscover stories. Now, part of the zooming is something we call dual capture. And I mentioned this earlier on. We capture one image, but save 2 versions. One is a full resolution image for endless reframing opportunities. The other is the oversampled image that we save for sharing. As a result of these 2 images, it takes a little bit longer to process the image than with a standard camera, but no other camera can achieve what we achieve. Now, the Lumia 1020 processes up to 38 million pixels for your pictures at once, up to 5 times more than leading competitive smartphones. And with this type of technology, some of the age-old riddles of the universe can be solved. You can literally find a needle in a haystack. Here we have a haystack. Christina.
Yeah, so I actually traveled to a small farm in Nurmijärvi in Finland, and I went to a supermarket and bought a needle and decided to try out this camera. And here you go. You could have a look. Can you find
Did everyone see the needle?
Somewhere. So I can try zooming in.
Check
looking
that
at
out.
these individual straws here. It's not there. We could spend quite a lot of time here, so I will save the time here and tell you that it's actually right in the
keep
middle.
going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Look at that. The eye of the needle in the haystack with the Lumia 1020. Fantastic. You can tell we had a lot of fun doing this type of preparation. And of course, the point here is that you can see things you've never seen before with clearer images and incredible zooming. Now, we've made this really easy to accomplish using a new camera application for the Lumia 1020 called Nokia Pro Camera. Nokia Pro Camera has an easy-to-follow tutorial that teaches anyone how to use it, including some more advanced features. Juha and Christina, let's demonstrate how this new camera application actually works. Now, what we're doing is setting up some flowers on the stage. Juha's getting close. You can see him getting into position. Right out of the box, Juha can take a great picture without messing around with any pictures, or with any settings. So right there, just take an image. There seems to be some strange creature in the middle of that flower. We'll come back to her in a second. Now, what there is with this camera application is really easy access to changing all of the camera controls. For example, exposure values, shutter times, ISO settings, manual focus, and white balance. It will make your photos and videos come to life with that added sparkle that you normally only see when a professional's been involved. And it's super easy to use. So what Juha is going to do here is play around a little bit with the exposure value. The viewfinder, and this is really cool, gives you real-time feedback as to what your picture is actually going to look like with whatever the settings are that you've selected. For example, Juha can decide to underexpose or overexpose by using the different exposure values. He can bring all of the controls out at once, if he'd like to do that. Get all of these controls in place, work with all of them. The ones that he adjusts are manual, the rest stay auto, so he gets the best combination of capabilities. Now, we even have manual focus, which leads to all sorts of great experiences. So right here, Juha can manually focus in on that creature in the middle of the flower, and at the same time is able to start shifting the focal point. You'll notice that I'm blurry in the background until I'm in focus, and the flowers nicely frame me. Always a good picture. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, Juha. Now, one more really cool thing is our ability to do things with manual exposure settings. Playing with the exposure settings allows you to create some really, really interesting shots, whether you're doing something with a super short exposure time or a very long exposure time. Now, we want to try this out for you right now. So we've got a Lumia 1020 set up on the edge of the stage, and I hope Christina does not fall backwards.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get that.
You can do the focus.
Yep. We're going to do a little demo, and this time we're going to do a long exposure time. We'll let Christina get in place. Practice this at all before today. Okay, so if I could ask the team to turn the lights off, and all of you in the audience, please no flash photography, because we want to do something that works best in the dark. And let me get focus here. Okay, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. We're taking a 4-second exposure picture right now. After the picture is taken, there's special processing that goes on that actually takes that. Isn't that amazing? Lumia 1020 is shining in the dark. We've had a lot of fun with long exposure times. Now, when you're creating videos, of course, the image quality of the video is really important. But we have also added to the Lumia 1020 rich audio recording. What we're about to show you is a video that was captured of our head of sound design, who also moonlights as a disc jockey. Listen for the distortion-free high-volume audio when he peaks the volume levels. Listen to this. So that was just using the 1020 in that room with that loud audio. Beautiful audio experience stored along with that video. Now, we have packed a lot of great experiences into the Lumia 1020 to help you take and share better pictures and videos. Along with exclusive imaging apps like Nokia's Smart Camera, Creative Studio, Panorama, and PhotoBeamer, which now supports HD quality sharing, the Lumia 1020 has become the most versatile smartphone out there. Now, because the Lumia 1020 is built on the Windows Phone 8 platform, you can easily share images. You can showcase images right on your home screen. You can share your images very quickly by posting them out of your People Hub. You can save the images on Microsoft's SkyDrive or the AT&T environment. All of those things are possible.